So, hey guys, this part is still year one, and after talking with my therapist, you know, I'm supposed to really tell you from a medical standpoint and from the emotional and mental standpoint. So, still for year one, I want to take you through some of the mental and emotional anguish that took me through. There's a lot to be said about generational curses, and I'm determined to let all that mess in with me. I don't want it on my daughter, and I don't want it on my son. I'm about to light a match to the bridge, and I'm about to really set off a nuclear bomb to really wipe that shit out. So I'm saying that because some people may get mad at me for what I'm about to say or what I'm about to put out there. And really, it's really not about them, but it was said, what's done is done. And it's all about me trying to get to a more healing place than to keep everything all in, which is so unhealthy. And you can just feel it pulling you down. It is such a heavy weight. So with everything that was going on, from the time my knee popped to the time that I was out of work, my home life was not good. My marriage was on the rocks. And, being busy, working, school, dealing with kids and their school projects, and, trying to entertain them and take them out because, you've been working throughout the week. And, you got to spend time with your kids. You got to give that to them. And it was just a lot going on, a lot that I had to keep doing. But being out of work and at home makes you really pay attention to your environment that's around you, the people that surround you. Because when you're working and you're study taking care of everything and everybody else, you're not really seeing it. But to actually be home and not have any of that mess going on, and it's you're actually you're sitting back, you're watching, and you're paying attention, and you start to see things. And I started to see my marriage wasn't what I thought it was. In the beginning, came home, told my husband this is what it was. My knee popped and everything. Go to the doctor. You're gonna be okay. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. That's his philosophy. So I'm updating him and I'm telling him what's going on, and I'm telling him we need to prepare ourselves because I don't think I'm going back to work. And this is way before I realized I wasn't going back to work. But I'm such I'm a planner, and I try to think ahead. And I'm we need to get prepared because I don't think I will be able to go back to work. You going back to work, you're going to be fine. You're going to be all right. We're good. We're good right now. We're both working. We're good. But I'm telling you, we need to prepare. He's hearing me, but he's not listening. So as things continue to progress, I'm telling him, I told you so. We need to start preparing. His fine, we're good. We're still good. But I'm telling you, we're not good. I'm not good. So, that's when I really began to see I don't really have the support that I am supposed to have. I thought we were going through this together. We're going to be together. We're going to get through this. No. It was more me preparing, me going through it, him not asking any real questions about exactly what's going on. And then when I actually tell you what's going on, you're brushing it off like it's something minuscule. And it's not. When the doctor was telling me about the high tibial osteotomy, and we were like, okay, let's do it. I didn't know exactly what that was, but being a surgical tech and everything, you have to prepare, do your research and everything. And I'm looking up this surgery and I'm reading the notes and everything that goes on and goes through it. And, Lord behold, they had a video on YouTube. I was surprised about that. So go to YouTube. I'm watching the video. And I'm like, wow, this is intense. Like, I'm interested. I'm like, from a surgical tech standpoint, I'm like, oh, this is really neat. I wish I could, to be in that surgery, and then to have it switched. It's like, oh man, all that shit about to happen to me. It was I don't even know how to explain it, but that was my feeling. Like, man, this is really about to happen to me. And there were actually two surgery dates. The first surgery date, it got canceled. But what happened before the before the actual day was emotionally traumatizing to me. After watching the videos and everything, and I shouldn't have rewatched it like the night before, cause now I'm scared. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm in bed. I can't sleep. I'm like, I'm scared. And my husband's next to me, and I'm like, can you hold my hand? Because I'm nervous. I'm scared. And I just need I just need you to hold my hand. Now, you would think in a loving relationship that's a simple request. But when he told me no, oh my God, I was so pissed. That was the most unloving moment. Like, that just hit my heart. And it's like, I'm telling you, I'm scared. And I just need for you to hold my hand. I need for you to comfort me. And you tell me no. The fuck is wrong with you, dude? The hell wrong with you? I'm about to go into surgery. Like, men don't have to worry about their wife not being there for them, because women, natural caregivers, nurturers and everything, we're there. We want to hold your hand. We want to hug you. And are you okay, baby? You going to be okay? I'm here for you and everything. But the table turned and you supposed to love and have me for better, for worse, sick in health, and you tell me fucking no? Oh my God. I couldn't stop crying. That hurt. That really hurted me. And I couldn't calm myself down. And I forget what time that I was supposed to be at the hospital for surgery. Cause he was supposed to take me. And we were supposed to stop on the way and get my mom. And we were supposed to go to the hospital. But I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't calm down. And for some reason, my mother was like, let me get the blood pressure machine. She go take my blood pressure. My blood pressure was up. And she let my husband have it. She was like, you so wrong. This girl has surgery and she about to go in there with high blood pressure and everything. Why did you do that? I couldn't believe it. So it's like, now I'm watching you. Now, my mother, sometimes she good and sometimes she bad. But you supposed to be like, okay, well, you can't lean in on your husband, but you got your mom there, right? There's something to be said, like, you know, when people ask you stuff and then you give them an answer and it's like they hear you, but they're really not listening to what you're saying and taking heed to what you're relaying to them. A lot gets lost, and me and my mother, we have this love-hate relationship. And she may hate me for putting this out there, but I be calling my mama all kinds of bitches, because it's like she be putting me through so much. And when I come out and I tell her, this is what you're doing to me and it's making me feel this way, why are you gonna boomerang back to me? I'm not doing anything to you and you shouldn't feel this type of way. Bitch, didn't I just tell you this is what you... Oh God, I hate when that happens. Didn't I just tell you, bitch, this is what you doing to me and this is how you making me feel, and you gonna tell me how I'm not supposed to feel? But I just told you how it's making me feel. Why are you invalidating what you're doing and try to put it back on me like it's my fault? She has her own way of doing things. I have my own way of doing things. And throughout this process, she had put so much stress on me. I was feeling all in my neck and in my back. And it's because she don't like how I do anything. That's how she makes me feel. Everything I do is a problem, or it's not as if she would do it the way I would do it. And it's an issue. You doing this, you shouldn't let them kids do this, and you shouldn't let them kids do that, and why are you doing this, and why are you doing that, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. And oh my God, what I hate is her little, I don't know, I call it her stink face, because she'll start hunching up her nose and stuff. It's like, I hate that look, because you can tell she already don't like something that you did. And it's something to be said about mothers who don't, she's controlling. She's very controlling. And growing up, I couldn't be who I'm supposed to be. I had to be who she wanted me to be. And if I got outside of that, then it's a fight. So every time I go around her now, it's like I have to be I have to go back into this 15, 16-year-old teenager place. And it's like I'm 37 years old. I'm beyond grown. I've been taking care of myself for a while. Been working since I was 14. And to have to be grown and then go back into teenager mode just so you can be around your own mama is very crushing. She always made me feel like I don't clean up enough the way she would clean up. Every time you come over my house, your nose is up. Like, what's wrong now? My kids don't keep their room clean the way she would have had us keep the room clean. That's a problem. I don't do my laundry and put it away and everything the way it's supposed to be done. That's a problem. And then I ain't even getting no fucking help in my own household from my husband. Do you know laundry is a big ass deal? And dealing with this, can barely move, can barely walk. I need help with laundry. I tell him, I'm like, I'm drowning. I'm drowning in these clothes. I need help. Can you help me with laundry? Um, he told me no, because it was too difficult of a process that he didn't even want to bother with it. So I can't even get fucking help with the laundry, but you want to complain when it's piled up on the couch and you want to know why. I just fucking told you I was drowning in it. So things started slacking around the house. I wasn't cooking as much. I was trying to, but with everything going on, it's like, and I think during all this, I was still in school, and I was just finishing up for the semester too, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish up this last semester, and then I gotta go full time with trying to get some answers and help for my leg, and I'm just pause school for a minute. So my relationships crumbling around me. So all I had was the kids. So I'm like, well, if I'm not working, what else am I supposed to do? So I was like, well, I like to do and try new recipes and stuff. So when I was able to cook and whatever and try new recipes, I would do it. And then I was like, well, I wanted to like really bake. So trying to put whatever situation is going on in my relationship, just kind of bury that for now. And I started baking, and I started doing strawberries and stuff, and see how I could do it, if I could do it. And it was working out for a little bit, but as time went on, I couldn't really stand and sit for very long, I started to notice. So even though it was giving me fulfillment for a minute, I knew I couldn't do it for long because my leg was getting worse. So my spirits, they were up and down, up and down. The only thing that really even gave me a little joy was taking my babies to different places to have fun and just see them smiling, and taking them to the movies, and that was my go-to joy. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost in my train of thought. Um, I started feeling intense stress, just all in my back area. And like I said, at nighttime, everything would get worse. And it was like this uncomfortable stress in my back and in my neck. And, you know, I had, like, going through surgical tech school and whatever, I had this mentor. And she was also my teacher. And she told me a story about how she was having a silent stroke. And she went to the hospital. They checked her out and they released her. And she was like, she's not feeling right. So they went back to the hospital. And, turns out she was having a silent stroke. And she was like, she felt it in her back. And when I start feeling this type of sensation in my back and like stroke, and I was thinking like along those lines that I may be having a stroke. I may have a stroke soon. I don't know. This feeling is uncomfortable. Everything's starting to weigh down. I'm taking care of everything, everybody, but nobody really taking care of me. So it's like me and my husband, we were living two separate lives. I'm trying to be there for him because he had his own sickness and ailments. He got in a car accident, broke his clavicle. I was there, took over the household bills and everything because, when he can't work, he don't get paid, he don't get money. So I had to take over. I'm there emotionally, I'm there supportively, and I'm there financially. I'm taking over, what needs to be done. I've been taking care and covering the kids and everything. And then, turned out he needed a pacemaker. There again, we got this, we're going to get through this, everything's going to be fine. And Lord behold, it's supposed to be my turn now. But it's like, for some reason, this dude, like, why I can't be sick? If I tell him something's wrong with me, something's hurting, oh, something's wrong with him, something's hurting with him. And it's like, I started to pay attention to this. And I'm like, this hurts so freaking bad. Like, why this haven't been? Oh, well, this hurts and I had a headache the other day. Like, fuck, this ain't no fucking competition. It ain't no why can't I be sick? You have to always have a comeback. It's like, and then it's like, it's the strangest thing because when I was down after the surgery, it's like, I don't think he even realized he didn't know how to, he seemed kind of awkward, like he didn't know how to take care of me. It seemed emotionless. And I started to, and I felt that. It's like, he said he loved me, and he's here trying to take care of me, but it seemed like something's missing. It seemed like his heart is missing in it. And I felt it. And I'm like, okay. And I brought it up to him. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, whatever. I'm taking care of you. I don't know what you're talking about. It seemed like he was disconnected